Hi, I'm Chad Cato from BizBash. We're here at the offices of Colin Cowie, one of the most high-profile people in the event business, and the man behind events for the likes of Oprah Winfrey, Mattel, and InStyle magazine. We're going to talk to Colin about some of his favorite recent events, to hear about his creative process, and some of the behind-the-scenes details of how those events came together.
This was the most spectacular set of parties. There were two parties back to back. It was for a private client of mine who lives in Stad in Switzerland, which is one of his homes. So the first night was a celebration of Valentine's, and it was supposed to be 75 people, but it ended up being 175 people. Kings, queens, heads of state, some of the chicest people I've ever got to see in my life were all into one space. And being that it was an art gallery that was in development, we recarpeted, painted the entire place. It was all done in red, chaparral, pink and white. As far as a graphic point of view, I was pretty much inspired by some Pucci fabric. And I did a series of buffet stations where all the food happened to be paired. So, for instance, we did extraordinary seafood with amazing Sauvignon Blanc. We did phenomenal foie gras with great sauternes. We did the most extraordinary rack of lamb, New Zealand rack of lamb, that we paired with vintage Bordeaux, Chateau Lafite Rothschild, Chateau Petrus, Chateau Margaux, amazing, amazing wines. Then there was incredible cheeses and port, wonderful white Burgundy that we paired together with the blue cheese, nice and unusual. And then the draperies opened and out came Dieter Van Ties, who I think is one of the most fabulous women in burlesque today. She holds the spot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. She's amazing, this lady. And then we had Club 60. I brought my favorite DJ Coleman joined me from New York. We had the most phenomenal party with him. And then that night, at 3 o'clock in the morning, the next morning, when everybody left the room, we recarpeted the room in green, we repainted and set that room that evening for 60 people for his 60th birthday. This party was so much fun. Now, you've all heard that big controversy about the fact that the Plaza Oak Room closed down because of the boozy brunches. Well, we threw the booziest brunch of all. It started at 11 in the morning and finished at 7 o'clock at night. And I think I must have used 10,000 peonies in this room, all with black mirrored furniture. It was fun, young, sexy, risque, and the right amount of wrong. What was really fun with this party was the idea of bringing everything alive. So we brought all these gorgeous girls. In the middle of each table I had an ice bucket like this, filled with ice, and had a continuing barrage of beautiful women coming, and each one carrying a magnum with a fire coming out the top of them, until all the ice buckets were full, and that got the party going. As some of you might know, Oprah Winfrey and I have collaborated on some extraordinary projects around the world, including her 50th birthday, the opening of a school in South Africa, her Legends Ball, Sidney Poitier, the book club, things we did on the show. We have a long collaboration that went back many years. So I threw the last party for her. So after celebrate 25 years of that magnificent show that just showed up in our homes every single afternoon for 25 years and never let us down, this was a party, or really a happening, that deserves an extraordinary party. So after the 30,000 guests enjoyed the most phenomenal 2-hour concert at the United Center in Chicago, the 500 celebrities came back to the Four Seasons Hotel. And I magically transformed that very chintzy-looking ballroom into an ode to Oprah. So working with shades of purple, lavender, and lilac, we did things on a rather grand scale. Basically, it was your typical ballroom, a floral carpet, traditional walls, big splashy chandeliers in the ceiling. So the first thing we did was I collaborated with a company in Chicago called Kehoe Designs, who were amazing to work with. I changed all the shapes of the walls by giving a serpentine pattern with the grey chiffon all the way around. So we broke the 4 walls. Also did a beautiful reverse projected screen. So as you walked into the room, you got to read these incredible quotes of how Oprah has affected all these extraordinary people that have come through her show, and how she's moved the needle for, whether it's been their movies, their books, what their activation might be. It's quite extraordinary to be in a room surrounded by so much greatness by this woman who's made such incredible change. I wanted to change the seating, so we wrapped all the chandeliers in drums made out of beautiful fringe. We really recarpeted the room in a beautiful grey carpet, and then using a big series of O's, I did these huge big platforms that I did furniture on, and around the side of the rooms I did these incredible buffets, somewhat inspired by what I'd just done in Stad, where I did incredible pairings of extraordinary cuisine, taking the world's best ingredients, doing as little to them as possible, but pairing them with some of the world's greatest wines as well. So each one became its own self-contained kind of gastronomic environment. Great party, One of the things I do remember teaching Oprah was how to drink tequila. And this night we drank a lot of tequila. So this was shortly after the Lil Wayne's coming out of jail party. We had to plan a great Grammy party for him because he spent the last one he was inside. So we took over a soundstage on the Paramount lot, which is great because for me it's like working in a tent to be on a soundstage. You have a blank canvas, you can do whatever you want to do. And we created this amazing entrance, and the whole back wall was all done in projection, which allowed us to really have this dynamic change. And we kind of made it brassy and fun and a little flashy and a little bit blinged out here and there, but a really beautiful party. Once again, having this incredible idea of a new concept I created, kind of the bistro concept. So the idea that you get to sit down, enjoy a couple of dishes, move on, and it's kind of like a revolving bistro. Great way to reinvent a party. So obviously there's fun to do something for everyone, you know, and that's what I love about my work and the nature of this business, is because every client is a different set of circumstances. Every client is a different color scheme, it's a different venue, it's a different motif involved, and there's a different objective.
Thanks for watching. You can find another video of Colin talking about his latest venture, ColinCowieWeddings.com, on BizBash.com. You can also hear him speak at the BizBash Expo on October 19th at the Jacob Javits Center in New York City.